Live, Mark Consuelos replaced, Kelly Ripa remains silent. Original reporting style article, no source, no anchor name included. Live, Mark Consuelos replaced, Kelly Ripa remains silent. The popular morning talk show Live has found itself at the center of news speculation and discussion after an unexpected shakeup in its on-air lineup. Regular viewers were taken by surprise when Mark Consuelos, who co-hosts the long-running daytime program alongside his wife, Kelly Ripa, was absent from the show, and his seat was filled by a familiar face. While temporary guest hosts are not uncommon on Live, what stirred curiosity this time was the timing, tone, and silence that followed. Kelly Ripa, usually known for addressing even the lightest scheduling changes with humor and transparency, chose to remain noticeably quiet about Consuelos' absence, leaving fans wondering what might be going on behind the scenes. A sudden change on the set. The episode began as any other, bright lights, upbeat music, and the familiar "good morning" that opens each show. But instead of the usual husband and wife banter between Ripa and Consuelos, a substitute co-host walked onto the stage. The audience, both in studio and at home, immediately noticed. Reactions quickly flooded social media platforms. Viewers began asking the same question: where is Mark Consuelos? For years, Live has built its reputation on the chemistry between its hosts. Since Mark officially joined Kelly on the show in 2023, the duo's personal and professional partnership has been a central part of the show's charm. Fans have grown accustomed to their candid stories about marriage, parenting, and everyday life. So when Mark was missing and Kelly didn't acknowledge it, the silence was louder than any explanation could have been. A familiar replacement steps in. Filling in for Consuelos was a face familiar to longtime fans, one of the show's trusted substitute co-hosts, someone who has shared the stage with Kelly on numerous occasions before. The chemistry between the two was professional and friendly, but noticeably different from the easy intimacy viewers associate with the Ripa-Consuelos dynamic. While the guest co-host carried the episode with enthusiasm, fans couldn't help but sense that something was amiss. Online, discussions intensified. Some speculated that Mark was simply away for a prior commitment or production engagement, while others wondered whether the show was testing a new dynamic behind the scenes. Still, the most puzzling aspect was Kelly's decision not to address the change at all. Normally, Live opens with lighthearted talk, the hosts sharing snippets about their day, weekend plans, or travel. Kelly often provides context for any absences, whether it's vacation, illness, or filming obligations. Her silence this time led many to believe the decision to omit any explanation was deliberate. A show built on chemistry. Live has long been a program defined not just by celebrity guests and lifestyle segments, but by the palpable chemistry between its hosts. That formula began decades ago with Regis Philbin and Kathie Lee Gifford, continued with Regis and Kelly Ripa, and later evolved into Live with Kelly and Michael and Live with Kelly and Ryan. Each era brought its own charm and identity, but Kelly Ripa has remained the consistent heartbeat of the show. Her humor, sharp wit, and candid storytelling have made her one of daytime television's most enduring personalities. When Ryan Seacrest departed and Mark Consuelos joined as permanent co-host, fans initially reacted with mixed feelings. Some loved seeing the couple's playful marriage dynamic on air, others feared the move might blur the line between personal and professional life. Over time, though, the pairing settled in comfortably. The couple's real-life connection provided a level of authenticity that few talk shows could replicate. They laughed about parenting their 3 adult children, teased each other about habits, and often turned small disagreements into endearing television moments. That's why Mark's sudden absence and Kelly's calm refusal to elaborate felt especially unusual. Fans react. Speculation runs wild. Within hours of the episode airing, social media became flooded with fan theories and emotional responses. Some longtime fans defended the hosts, suggesting it was simply a scheduling conflict. Others, however, wondered if something deeper might be happening, either professionally or personally. Comments such as, "Is everything okay with Kelly and Mark?" and "Why is Kelly acting like nothing happened?" began trending in discussions across platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. A few fans pointed out that both Kelly and Mark had been sharing fewer joint updates on social media in recent weeks, which only added fuel to the rumors. Of course, celebrity talk show hosts often face speculation when routines change, but what made this moment stand out was how uncharacteristic the silence was. Viewers are used to Live being transparent, even self-deprecating, about scheduling hiccups. The lack of acknowledgement turned what could have been a routine guest co-hosting slot into a talking point across entertainment circles. Behind the scenes, production, or personal. Those familiar with daytime television production know that hosts often balance multiple commitments. Mark Consuelos, besides co-hosting Live, has a career spanning acting, producing, and business ventures. He's been involved in projects outside of the talk show, from fitness endorsements to television appearances. It's possible that his absence was due to professional obligations, a common reason for hosts to step away temporarily. However, Live producers typically announce or address such scheduling notes, especially when a regular host will be away for multiple episodes. The lack of any mention of a timeline left viewers uncertain whether this was a one-day replacement or the start of a longer absence. Adding to the intrigue, Kelly maintained her signature professionalism throughout the show. She laughed, interacted warmly with her co-host, and kept the episode's pace lively, but her choice to avoid the elephant in the room made some wonder if she was following a directive from production to keep quiet about the matter, at least for now. The power of silence. In media, silence often speaks volumes. Kelly Ripa's decision not to comment may have been strategic or deeply personal. As a veteran in daytime television, she knows how quickly rumors can spiral. By saying nothing, she may have intended to prevent unnecessary speculation, yet ironically, the silence itself became the spark for more questions. Fans respect Ripa for her candor, but she's also known for drawing boundaries when it comes to her private life. Over the years, she has discussed her marriage with humor, but rarely delves into deeply personal matters beyond what she chooses to share. This moment, then, may reflect that balance once again, the professional decision to keep private life separate, even when the lines blur on screen. The guest-host dynamic. While viewers focused on Mark's absence, many also praised the guest host's performance. Their chemistry with Kelly was comfortable, if more formal. The episode featured the usual blend of celebrity interviews, lifestyle segments, and audience interactions.